Hello. Hello, everybody. Boot Hill, Vulcan, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. We're back for Zenless 2.2. It's the big one. The culmination of the entire game ends here, 2.2. It's crazy. We're here at the last update of the game ever. But here we are. So I figured we'd just hop right into it. I did Seed's demo, and she is actually very fun. So I'm gonna try to pull for her. I have 50 pulls already. I have enough polychrome to do a bunch of extra pulls. So I feel like we'll probably get her. Ideally, we'd also get her Wenjin, but we'll see. But to start with, as usual, let's go for the Bang Boo. Alright. Yo, what up, David? Welcome in. Is my... Okay. I was gonna say that I could have sworn I already had a full one of him, but I guess I don't. So are we pulling for Seed? We are. Or we will be shortly. Yeah, I tried her demo. I thought she was really fun. So I will be pulling for Seed in the end. Although it does still weird me out that she's like so foot focused. Like when I was doing the demo, I was just like, God damn, dog. There's like a lot of feet in this that I'm not unnecessarily on board for, but Bang Boo or Bang Bon't. Saving for Orpheus. I feel like I'm already pretty good on fire types, so I don't really need Orpheus. You rolling for feet? Fuck yeah, feet mention. Yes, #1 foot fan in the chat. Hello, Shantae. Welcome in. And she's a child. Ew, screams Dan Schneider. Yeah. Classic anime games. And just a reminder, everybody, it is Sippy September, so if you subscribe, do gift subs, or what have you, I will be taking shots of wine for the entire month. So, if that's something you are interested in seeing, you can wine me up. Absolutely not. This is my first time mentioning feet this year. The fact that you know means you're thinking about it. The only thing is she's unique as a fire sub DPS. Well, I might pull for her depending on how these pulls go, I guess. What's up, Roxas? We're doing alright. We are beginning our pulls for Seed. So we'll see how this goes. Vulcan got double Mercurial Bang Boo and a single 10 pull, the first ever of double S rank Bang Boo. Nice. Both characters open up the double attack meta in different ways. I'm just hoping to get like a decent electric team going finally. Damn, they really want me to have Nicole. Yeah, there's Ben. Alright. I'm playing through the Genshin Archon Conquest the only way I know how, not paying attention to the story and binging Demon Slayer on my phone. Sometimes that's what it takes, you know? Sometimes games are better when you barely pay attention to them. Obviously the best thing is to put them together, but I won't. Yeah. I gotta save money, but Sippy September calls to me like Dagoth calls to the Nerevarine? Sure. I mean, look, you can save money, and then at the end of the month, if for some reason you have extra money, then you can fuck my shit up. But don't, don't put yourself out on my behalf. All right, let's buy these. For me, I'm saving for Girl and Gun Duo Orphe/Magus. Yeah. That's fair. If you remember from her demo, Seed gets a bonus from having a second attack unit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess Harumasa is probably going to be that for me. Pulling for Seed? Yes, indeed. And the 2.2 boss fight was peak. Damn, you guys got through this mad quick. Like, I feel like I'm not... What? Encrypted master tape direct. What does that mean?
Spending money always feels so good.
Yo, David. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 8 months. Almost the full term of a pregnancy. I don't know why I always think of it like that, but I don't know. I did see my nephew this weekend, so maybe that's part of it. Because he's still just a little baby, even though he's like 6 months old or so. But, alright. Got my shot glass. Gotta grab the wine. If you guys want to see how prepared I am for this, big wine. It's a whole liter, I think. It's 1.5 liters. Okay. All right. But yes, thank you very much. It's just been sitting here in the basement, ready for Sippy September. But the basement is relatively cold right now because it's been getting colder out. All right. All right. Watermelon wine. Oh, what the fuck? I still have the other wine bottle in here. I didn't realize. All right, down the hatch. Shantae, you do realize that the chug doesn't apply to the wine, right? I'm going to be chugging this. Alright. Before I do, let me get caught up here. Been playing Kaiju number 8 on my phone. I need to watch Kaiju number 8. My bank's blocking me anyway. You have so many problems with your bank and phone stuff. I didn't know that the VA of Seth Nazi Tarsa is the English voice of Kafka Hibino. Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff, isn't he? Lost my seed 50-50 at 19 pity, so I don't know if I should save my guarantee for a better character or what. I don't know, I'm a simple man. I see mech, I buy mech. I need Octopus Mommy and Seed's story was good, but I didn't really like playing them. I didn't think I was gonna like Seed, but I liked her demo. She's fun. It also helps that they have like a big robot voice for the moves you do. I got Mercury Bang Boo, but I'm still missing the OG Bang Boos. Put some pulls toward trigger, but I'm not gonna go all in. Harmas is a good option. Name change Shantae, yeah. Always name change for Shantae. Soldier Anby is a no for seed, and the reason she needs off-fielders like Pulchra and Trigger. Why not Tipsy September? Well, because with Sippy September, it's alliteration, you know? Soldier Anby... no, read that one. She would like Orpheus. For me, I'll stick to my sparkling ice water. That's the better choice. I already approved the redeem too. Look, if you want to take it back, I cannot chug, but if you want me to chug the rest of this coffee, I will. I enjoyed Seed's demo, but I need Baby Girl Orpheus. That's fair. For me, it's all about, like, are they fun to play? So I just don't know. I don't know what Orpheus is going to be like, so... Alright.
Leave it to me.
Damn.
It's a leader's duty to be on the front lines.
I got collated. I think that's the first time I've ever missed one of my guarantees. That's wild. What's up, Tiago? Welcome in. You'll be playing Orpheus once you start the story. Ah, I see. I don't know that voice. I do miss Katie. She was so good as Kaleda. And, you know, nothing against the new person. Somebody was going to get the job, but it is a bummer. At least Kaleda's buffed by Ben. Yeah, that's true. I really don't like the way Kaleda plays for the most part. I don't know why, but something about her, I don't love it. What is this? Oh, okay. It's just like, if instead you would like to pay money. Alright.
Our meeting.
Yay, there we go.
Finding some engine oil.
That sounds really familiar. I feel like I recognize her voice. Do we know who's playing Seed yet? Skinwalker grippers. Alright, now we gotta try and get her Wenjin. We do not know the voices of the 2.2 or 2.3 characters. I see. Well, she sounds familiar, whoever she is. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. That's a rad Wenjin. Alright. And that's good enough for me. Streamer luck goes hard. I missed the first 50-50. I've just been saving long enough that I could do it again.
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
I got Kaleda's Wenjin again on the standard banner, which was good because I previously had her max level Wenjin on my Jufufu.
Wanna see the red
Yeah,
star?
that's always nice to, like, have something where you're like, alright, so I'm...
Yes, all accounted for.
I've got this thing that I'm, like, not using properly, and then turns out
1, 2.
it's alright.
Officer. Huh?
A mission?
Okay.
Take me along.
I can level you up, I guess. Bro, I've forgotten Seth
If you need help,
existed, to be honest.
You want to test my hammer?
I guess I could think about implementing him in my my electric team, but I don't feel like he's probably the best choice.
Come on, let's get to work.
All right, Anton, pop that shirt off.
It's our turn, bro.
You playing the new MiHoYo Anima Nexus or something? What is Anima Nexus?
Standing by. Looking for intel.
What the hell are you talking about?
You know,
Molly
really
streamer
like
luck,
your
though.
scent.
The only thing... I don't like that she's riding, like, a little scooter. Like, it's... I get that it's like a flying scooter, but it's silly. I don't know. Overall, I wish she was still just the robot, but it's okay. Could be worse. I'm gonna have to grind for some of that. Don't you have trigger? I don't have trigger. I'm glad I got Alice, but I don't have her Sig, but thanks for box gallery. So I got Weeping Gemini equipped. That's fair. Seth is good in any Electro team since there's no other Electro sustains. It's Hoyo Pokemon. Auto Chess Hoyo Pokemon. I see. It's not silly. E-scooters are cool. I mean, to like ride around in your off time, sure, but to be like a cool fighter, I don't know about that. She mostly fights with robot, but they didn't go full Firefly where she's only in the mech. Yeah, I mean, overall, she's not done like terribly, but I do still wish she was just the mech. Use Chingy or Seth or keep Rena. Listen, a good spin of the scooter into the shins will deal serious damage. That is true. Every year, somebody would get fucked up by that. As kids. I need to make her the one that I'm going for. Alright. Equip your Huenjin. And we might as well enhance it while we're here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some grinding.
No, I really like your scent.
Don't know if I'm a fan of that. Alright. Now, let's get into the story. I think it's for mobility outside of the waifu bait that they resisted with Firefly. It's fair. I see you now have Soldier 11 signature engine. Yeah, I think I got that a while ago. Oh, did you pay for it this time? I didn't have to use real money. I had enough saved up, but I did have to go to double pulls. Got to grow the seed into a plant. I guess, man. I don't know. I need to know what her deal is in the story before I know what I want for her future. The mayor sent a message earlier saying, "Give me a call when both you siblings are together." An official message from the mayor usually means something big's about to happen. Should we contact him right away? Simulated signals from city administration surged through the encrypted line. After a few seconds of whispering white noise, a familiar image and voice emerged from the audio-visual device.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well.
I'm working on saving for Evelyn's Wenjin. I wish you all the best. May you go in peace, Ginger. I guess you succeeded. I don't know about that, man. Welcome in, Tomb. That was a Childish Gambino lyric. Said she's an overachiever because all she do is succeed. It's pretty good. Based on the animated short, she sort of has a tender Iron Giant-like relationship with the mech, which is an intelligent construct. That's interesting. Let me just say, Seed's agent quest got me emotional at the end since I got emotional for my late favorite uncle. Interesting. I am now an uncle, so I don't know how that'll hit me. I finally caught a stream. Missed you, bro. How you been? Yo, Kazan. Every time I say your name, I always feel like I'm Nico Bellic from GTA. Ah, Kazan. What's up? Welcome in. Glad to see you. After that, all I have left is Grace's Wenjin. That one shouldn't be too hard to get, right? Curious, do you think Ben would get along with Obel's squad? I think Seed would drive him nuts personally. I think Ben could get along with anybody in like in a cordial way. He might not be like best friends with all of them, but I think he could hang with them and they'd be okay. But I will say from the little bit I've seen of Seed, she does seem kind of irritating. Yeah, I got Seed in her engine, but now hoping my luck carries for Orpheus and her engine. I'll just, you know what? I'll just bless you all right now. Well, you know, may you all get the pulls that you're hoping for. May you all not have to spend real money on Zenless. Go in peace and go with God. Amen. For me, my uncle showed the movie Princess Bride just over a visit him, but now he's passed and all I have is a ring to remember him by. Well, you know, it's nice to have something to remember somebody by at the very least. You know, a lot of my family members who have passed, I just like have nothing. But I also don't like a lot of my family members, so it's okay. Right, I can only see him being best friends with Kaleda, Anton, and Grace. Maybe the panda, since he can relate to him. Yeah, I think he'd get along with Pan Yinhu. I think he could maybe get along with like Billy, you know? He can handle high energy people. Too late, I bought Alice swimsuit. Well, you know, the prayer doesn't work against gooning. You know, when you buy the swimsuit stuff, there's no stopping that one. Dude, this chair keeps like sinking down. It's driving me nuts. If the luck doesn't work, I'll pray for Shantae to smother your pillow with Vegemite. Yeah, well, what the hell kind of prayer's gonna make that happen? Saving for Lucia, so I hope I don't have to spend. Did you bleach your hair again? I bleached it like, I don't know, a week or two ago? I didn't bleach it again after I bleached it this last time, but it's possible more of the color washed out because of the showers and such. Not just a ring, but also a wooden sword and shield from a King Richard's fair. That's cool. Caught? Caught what? Can you say some current day brain rot? I mean, I can, I guess. It's just like, what? Skibbity Riz, Sigma Male, Ohio, whatever the fuck. I don't know.
The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Waifei Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
I like the wizard getup. That's last year? That's last year? Ugh. It all moves too fast. What are some normal, or what are some brain rot words of today then?
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality itself? Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic.
Damn, we getting old. Yeah, I mean, I was born old and it's just getting worse. Get with the times, Gramps. I have no clue what brain rot words are in style right now. I feel like they all just move so fucking fast. Like, what? How can you possibly keep up? He's old as Trigger now. How old is Trigger? He's probably like 19 or some shit. 67. Got to study the brain rot of today in school. When Henry came out of the womb, he was already 30 years old. Yeah, I mean basically, which means in the modern era, I'm almost 60 because I turned 30 this year. Trigger apparently is 30. Huh. That's strange. I mean, I guess she could be 30. I'm just not used to anime characters being like older than 15. ABHTCOQ. What does that mean? Looking like Morgan Freeman. And I remember the time that I went in for a Zenless Zone Zero session back in my youth. The brain rot only changes as it used to be Mountain Dew and Doritos, and now it's mustard and something. Huh. The age of 30 is in demand. Well, I'm glad to hear it. It's about time I'm in demand somehow. I'd take her. Got to watch XQC to keep up with the brain rot. I think I'd rather just lobotomize myself. Like we know, apparently Corin is 16 from what I heard. Yeah, she's one of the younger ones too, right?
But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the danger still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
Don't talk about natural seepage.
It's all because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Yphae Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
But the Exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Yphae Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign
Also,
of letting
thanks
up.
for the ZZZ drop. I'm off to enter lurk mode. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. It's always funny. People are like, "Hey, thanks for the drops." And I'm like, "Yeah. Yes, definitely I was intending to do that." Enjoy the lurk, Roxas. The Exaltists are tired of all the waifus in Yphae Peninsula. I mean, there's a lot of them. I kind of get it.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived.
I wish Belle wore the panda head in the cutscenes. They should let us just absolutely fuck their shit up. Like in Dead Rising, where you could just be in cutscenes as like Mega Man.
Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Yphae Peninsula's citizens and businesses.
How do I beat Coliseum 3 in Hollow Knight? It's been a long time since I've played Hollow Knight, but really the best advice I have for that game is just like, you just gotta be patient, figure out the patterns, and then execute.
I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Yphae Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Waifei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in.
I'm a gambler, I can't be patient. Well, perhaps this is a chance for you to learn that skill, and maybe that'll help with the gambling.
A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Waifei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
Stop being patient as early as False Night. I mean, it is tough to be patient when you start getting annoyed. Or try to find a cheese tactic online. Yeah, that's another option. Gonna be watching on my phone. Already done my usual dailies in HSR, 1999, and P5X. Right on. Enjoy the watch. Are you gonna play Silk Song? I don't know. I'm not that excited about it the way most people are, but I also think Hollow Knight's kind of a case where, like Game of Thrones, where Game of Thrones was like the first big fantasy show that a lot of people got into in the mainstream. So everybody was like, it's the best thing ever, it's so amazing, it's so, oh my god. Like, I feel like Hollow Knight was most people in the newer generation's first Metroidvania. So they're all like, oh my god, Hollow Knight's the best thing ever, it's so crazy. And I'm like, it's fun. It's not a bad game by any means. It's really good. But, like, it doesn't feel like it's doing anything that special to me. So, like, I played through Hollow Knight, but I wasn't like, wow, this game is incredible. I can't wait for more of it. I might play it, like, on sale someday. If it goes on sale, I might get it. But for now, I'm alright without it. I mean, I could start streaming it and then just be lost in the sea of 8 billion other people who are playing it right now, so...
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Waifei Peninsula before.
It's only $15.
So why'd they show up now?
That's cheaper than I expected after, 8 years of development.
Waifei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area, after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides.
To be honest, Silk Song is great, but I don't like certain fans being extremely rabid about it. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever people are like absolutely insane about some piece of media now, I'm always just kind of like, I'll just back off and wait and see how it feels after, like, the dust settles. Because, like, so many people are like, oh, this new isekai is, like, the best anime ever, and, like, what made me think about it was, like, I was like, at the time when I was watching Naruto in middle school, I would have told you it's the best show of all time. Now that I've gotten older and I've seen more anime and just more stuff in general, I would never say Naruto is the best show of all time. I would even say that, like, most of Naruto kind of sucks. But, like, it was my first anime, so it was, like, a brand new thing that I was super excited about. So now I wait at least until the anime season is over to see, like, okay, are people still talking about this show? Is it, like, still good? Or have people finally calmed down and now it's like, yeah, this show's actually not that great. Postal had the same effect back in the day, but for other reasons. Yeah. Have you seen the show To Be Hero X? I haven't, though I've heard people said that was a good one.
Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Waifei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
To To me, that's To Be Hero X. The first arc was great, but the reality that it's an anthology anime hurt it. Even Nice's arc was so good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of anime starts off really strong and then shits the bed like halfway through or towards the end. In reverse 1999, I'm glad I got my Assassin's Creed collab characters. Yeah, that's good. What's the funniest thing you've encountered in your life, or rather, what's a funniest moment in a video game you remember fondly? That's a good question. So I think maybe the funniest thing is kind of about the video game, but kind of not about the video game, if that makes sense. But one of my friends and I were playing, ironically, to the topic of discussion, we were playing one of those Naruto games on, like, you know, the GameCube, like one of those first Naruto Ninja Storm games or whatever. It wasn't Ninja Storm, but it was something like that. And we were playing the Storm games or something else. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but it was like one of the first Naruto games. It was on the GameCube. But we were playing the game and we paused and then we went to watch TV. We were watching Fairly Odd Parents, and it was that episode where Trixie Tang goes like crazy, and I think Timmy wishes that they're the only two people left on Earth, and so she's like following him around going like, tell me I'm pretty, like that kind of thing. And so the episode ends with her being like, tell me I'm pretty, and then we switch back and unpause the game, and then Naruto was like, believe it. And we laughed about that for quite a while. That's what comes back to my head. To the top of my head, anyway. I was vacuuming up some dirt outside with a shop vac, and the vacuum got clogged, and I was curious what clogged it, and it turned out to be a dead mouse. Yeesh. That is not fun. How do you feel about the hit game series Devil May Cry? I loved Devil May Cry 5. In general, I feel like I'm not a great Devil May Cry fan just because I'm not good at, like... I'm not good at using the combat system, like, the way that it's, like, set to like, try and get good combos and all that stuff. I'm not good at that. But I do think it's a fun series. I think it's pretty cool. Better yet, Metal Gear Solid. That's another one. Like, I like Metal Gear Solid, but I kind of hope they remake the games in the new engine that they did for Delta. Because, like, I remember trying to play one of them as a kid, and the fucking controls were so difficult to figure out as a kid. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't get any better at it. But Metal Gear Solid 5 was really fun. I really like Metal Gear Rising. Those are both great. I like the world of Metal Gear Solid at the very least.
Sounds like a power game between Tops and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Waifei Peninsula.
Dude, you're making me feel so old in the chat, being like Halo and Gears of War for old school iconic games. It's wild.
course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquay Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon...
Yes, Phaethon, a legend among proxies, an outlaw of the underground, the last disciple of a secret research institute, Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand, the one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
Bro, listen to the ego on this prick.
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
Everyone knows who Phaethon is, I swear. I mean, bro, they're like... At this point, they might as well be James Bond. Like the most famous secret agent in the fucking world. It's funnier with bells. I'll have to look that up later. One positive of the 2.x stories is that they're a lot more connected. Definitely different than the Saturday morning shenanigans of the early 1.x chapters, but has its pluses. Yeah, that's definitely true. I feel like towards the end of one point whatever, I want to say like 1.7 onward, it felt like it was all very connected. Want to feel old? Memory cards, floppy disk, and Ethernet cable. Ethernet cable? I'm still using an Ethernet cable. That's not that old. What did you think of that beach event? I thought it was fun. I wish the surfing minigame was better, but I did enjoy the like gun minigame.
So, we'll be taking part in the operation
You're
against
old.
the Exaltists as
Yeah, I
proxies
know.
working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force.
You aren't as old as AOL that recently just ended dial-up internet. I mean, I was around to know what it was, but I was too young for it to affect me, for sure.
Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
Anyone remember Yahoo Messenger? Oh, yes.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
I still send my mail via carrier pigeon. I mean, that's the more secure way to do
There's
it.
still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit.
I did enjoy the surf and gun, but I bet they could tweak the surf minigame for most users since, like you, I've been playing most PC games with controller. Yeah. Yeah, that surfing game I feel like would have been absolute ass on the phone for sure.
I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolda and Obel Squad.
I miss the old Flash browser games. I mean, the cool thing is a lot of those ended up on Steam now.
Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief.
Despite showing a lot of ass for
Wish you
Alice.
the best of luck.
Yeah, that was crazy. They brought them both out in like really short swimsuits, and then they end it with them being like, now we go back to high school. And I'm like, oh, what? Bro, I don't know about that. Dude, Kitten Cannon was sick. I love that game. If you've never played Burrito Bison, that's one that you can still find online now. But Burrito Bison is great. It's like Kitten Cannon, but with like upgrades and like, you know, like a story to progress through. It's awesome. Taking down the Exaltus, the defense force? Looks like this job won't be easy. But hey, we get to team up with Obel Squad again. Soldier 11 and Trigger will be happy to see you too, right, Wise? And of course, a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before. But before heading out, maybe we should let Yixuan, Shifu, and the others know. Maybe. I don't care what they're wearing, I just want them to be quiet when I'm fishing. You talking about Newgrounds stuff? I think a lot of those games were on Newgrounds, yeah. That's why I left Uma. The second I saw Mayano in a wedding dress, I noped the heck out of it. And that's where a lot of VAs started. Yeah, which is kind of wild to think of. I do remember Worms. Oh, dude, they still make new Worms. And Worms is still super fun. Y'all ever play Spank the Monkey? I did. I played both versions. Soldier 11's been a great team with Ben and Astra as my duo fire with Astra as attack and heal. Yeah, I don't love the way Astra plays, but she does seem to be pretty good in most teams. I've been expecting you, Wise. Don't give me that Yixuan Shifu is all-knowing look. I only knew because the mayor contacted me in advance. It seems that really is why you're here. Yunque Summit is on good terms with the mayor, so we can't get directly involved in Defense Force affairs, which means I have no choice but to send my talented student. I won't bring shame to the sect. Shaming the sect is the least of your worries. The Exaltus play dirty and the Defense Force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled enough nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. Oh, thanks. Wants to go way back, PopCap. Astra Yao seems pretty akin to Shorekeeper in Wua and how universal she is. I'll have to take your word for it. Nothing beats that 3D pinball game from our childhood. That game was pretty sick. I enjoyed that. That was like the predecessor for like Metroid Pinball, which was also a pretty good game. That's why you have to act with the utmost caution. Your own safety has to come first before you try to help anyone else. Alright, Swabion Temple isn't going anywhere. Get a good night's rest here tonight, then go take care of what you need to do. Remember, if you get into any trouble out there, just give them your Shifu's name. You carefully calibrate the HDD device in Swabion Temple's inner chamber, then spend some time chatting with your senior brothers and sisters. Still available on Linux. Still don't have another fully built support in Wua outside of Shorekeeper, though I technically do have Wind Rover, but don't use them often. Space Cadet, the most famous demo ever. Yeah, was there like a full paid version of that game? Or was it just like, here, have a pinball? The Defense Force sent word. We're meeting up with Obel Squad tomorrow morning. The coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. We're meeting in the Hollow? That's right. The Defense Force wants us to link up with Obel Squad during the operation. Afterward, we're to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly with Obel Squad and to test our capabilities as the Mayor's special envoys. I've spent the whole afternoon tuning the HDD device. It's pretty much done. You should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. My computer died earlier this year. I got more depressed about losing Space Cadet than the actual computer. I mean, there's gotta be like a version of it online, right? Somebody had to have made it, like a standalone version. In a dream made from electric impulses and numerical signals in Magus's memory. Orphe sleeping with her gun, like most Americans. Adorable.
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
They're attached. Damn straight they're attached. Just like a true American.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
It's weird because I don't like open world games, but if it's semi-open, I'm okay with that.
The track we're guarding this time.
Yeah, I mean, that
is a
keeps it
key
more
route
focused.
For evacuating civilians and transporting aid.
Nothing like our eggs, bacon, pancakes, and a gun on the side with some orange juice. Yeah, just... I always wake up, I make my coffee, and then, like, pour the sugar in, and I use my revolver to just stir it around. Can't tell you how many times I've had to buy a new table.
This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point.
Can Magus fry an egg for me? I mean, probably. It's like a smart gun, right? Could probably do that.
Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup. Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
You know, people were disappointed she was a baby girl look, but ZZZ was going way too much in the other direction for most characters. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like most of the female characters have been kind of cutesy. What's up, Brandon? Welcome in. Hard boil my egg gun. I'm gonna use my my hard boiled egg gun for breakfast.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Americans don't buy new tables, they use the same one their grandma bought in their 20s. Well, mine just, you know, I would be stirring my coffee with my gun and then I would shoot holes in my table, and eventually it was more hole than table.
Fall back. No, we have to kill it. Whatever it takes.
What's that guy's name in One Piece, the one that's so hard-boiled? Oh, you're talking about Brooke.
Get back.
Poison damage if they're allergic to eggs. Senor Pink. Dude, Senor Pink fucking sucked. Like, I get that Oda's always been really wacky with his art, but so many characters post-time skip are just so fucking ugly and stupid looking. I can't deal with it. There's a character named Boiled from Sakamoto days. Interesting. What's up, Rylucius?
I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Yo, is that Yixuan's sister?
Everyone, we can still save them.
That's Vera, right? That's Vera? Hell yeah. Everybody, friend of the channel, Vera Tan. Fantastic voice actress. Here in the game.
And the civilians.
Good friend of
right
mine.
Behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back.
Who's she voice? She voices Yi Xuan's older sister, who has a very similar name. Yeah, Yi Zhang.
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything.
She's also that boss, the crazy, like, witch boss who goes nuts. Is it considered a ranged attack if you projectile vomit onto somebody? As long as you do it hard enough that it causes them damage, yeah.
I've already lost everything.
Yo, this is looking a little,
Captain?
little Axis
Captain
powers.
Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
Psychic and poison damage. It would cause emotional damage. Well, especially if you can get some in the other person's mouth. Yeah.
So, were you dreaming
Imagine
about
being
the past
sued for
again?
that. I can imagine it. People have been sued for dumber shit.
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
The hell is Mogus? Mogus?
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
I mean, Magus is... They would fire through their mouth, right? So that would be, like, essentially the strongest form of projectile vomit.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
What if Magus was having a nightmare and just started popping shots off?
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Orphe's asleep and Magus just fires 14 shots into her back. Death by suicide. Orphe and Magus is an interesting combatant. Gotta try them out for a brief period of time.
Still, it's
I'm
strange.
interested to see what they'll be
I actually
like.
overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Magus clips the neighbor's dog because her rounds are smooth bore. What if Magus fired like old school musket balls like from the Revolutionary War?
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on.
What school were you in? You was in gun school?
Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
I like the red-orange hair. It's a nice color, yeah.
Yes, Captain Magus.
I like her eyes, they're very cool. It's like a scorpion tail shooting endless lasers. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Captain Magus, squad member Orphe, I've been waiting here for you. You left the sniper to wait here all alone? That's not how an assault trooper should operate, Orphe. I told you that was a necessary systems check and maintenance. Now, getting into position early to cover their squad mates is part of a sniper's job too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the colonel scolds everyone in Oval Squad for being late. Alright. What up, Seed? You look so much cooler in this form. Okay. What the fuck? Gun university to learn how to shoot or something. Someone didn't pay attention to the comic strip? What? I guess I didn't. I didn't think that was about that. Think Alphonse, but Guntail. Interesting. Okay. Still can't take this Obel squad seriously. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I feel like a lot of the factions in this game are like very serious, like military or secret police kind of things, but then they're just full of goofballs, and it's like very weird. Seed has a mod where she wears Jordans instead of being barefoot. That'd be sick. Get her dripped out. Seed kind of exceeded my expectations. Very nice. The way they dress, they should be court-martialed besides Soldier 11.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Magus. Even after all this time, Soldier 11's remained disciplined and focused. That's what you call a model soldier. Huh? Aren't I a model soldier? You, Seed? You're a soldier, too. If you joined the Scout, Seed, you'd definitely be an honor scout. I feel like there's a memory somewhere in my past. Something about being in the Scouts. Huh. If I weren't busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honored member. Seed Senior? Captain, we've got about 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late for the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one- or two-handed. Let's hurry to the operation briefing, or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we ever get the chance to become honored ones. Cool. Okay. I just hope we kind of get away from all the military and police stuff after a while. Because they're just kind of boring, you know? Like, soldier stories, I feel like I've had enough of. Like, if it weren't for Trigger being stunned, it would not be a good unit. Seed, the epitome of ADHD, also just being a very hyper child. I don't want to think of Seed in the Girl Scouts. Dude, if a Girl Scout came to my door with this robot, this mech, it was like, would you like to buy some cookies? I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll buy some cookies. Holy shit. Can we hang out? Can I ride the mech? I like Orphe's beret, though. Orphe's personality gives me Hinata vibes. Yeah, I could see that. The next chapter's back to Spook Shack. Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. No normal people would react that way up front. I never said I was normal. But look, if in real life somebody came with a mech to my house, I'd be like, yo, show me how you got that. What did you do? Did you build it? Can you build me one? I'll pay you. The members of Obel Squad are gathered around the command table.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltus stronghold.
No robots allowed in this gated community. We don't want any fucking clankers in here.
Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumix, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltus communication hubs within the Hollow.
2.3 drip those mainly exposed legs, mainly jiggle, and tentacles. I'm gonna be honest, I read that really fast at first, and I thought you said manly jiggle and testicles, and I was like, wow, they really are. They are changing their strategy from the waifus this time.
However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon.
Isolde has a strange voice in that she kind of sounds like...
The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
She kind of sounds like somebody who has like who's gotten like anesthetic for like a tooth polling or something, you know? Like, kind of talking like her mouth is numb.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
You recognize this... Za? Was that supposed to be VA? I don't. Wonder if Isolde can also be playable in the future, just like the Monato hinted tease from earlier. I mean, she's certainly designed in a way that it wouldn't be a huge leap to think that she's playable, potentially. ZA, Zenless actor. That works. I do not know, though. She doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
You really messed up on Yidara, though. This tentacles should have been hair like Medusa or just straight out of her back like an eldritch being. The Thyron hole spot doesn't look or feel right to me. Thyron hole? What? Dude, that's like the local nightclub for Thyrons in Zenless. Go on down to the Thyron hole and get some action. I plan on getting Lucia or Lucia, whichever, because I'm going to skip Yidara, but I might see if there's a rerun of a different character. So Yidara's the, like, octopus girl? That would be... She looked interesting from what I've seen of her, at the very least. Looking at Thyron holes, that's a little crazy. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
Idari's the octopus Thyron. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she looks cool. I like her design, at least.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde.
Octopus girl with a pole hammer that pole dances. Huh. Interesting. I mean, there is a pretty cool move in Devil May Cry where Dante like pole dances and kicks everybody, so maybe that's cool. I like that she has a hammer. Hammers are cool. The upcoming agents have Yishuen's pants. What? What pants?
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Does Yishuen wear, like, special pants that I'm forgetting? It's interesting, the 2.3 characters, all of them are rupture units. Huh. Shorts, whatever. I mean, I just can't even picture what Yishuen wears.
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Yishuen is still the only Auric Ink unit in the game so far. I imagine she probably will stay that way, right? Like her and Miyabi and the other people who are like void hunters or whatever, it kind of seems like they're kind of be their own special things where they're the only one, right? Imagine if an upcoming agent has a pull-apart motorcycle like Dante at some point. That could be cool. I feel like since I don't have Yishuen, I hope Monato can make up for a rupture character for me on my account. Yeah, I'll probably pull for Monato as well, just to like have extra options for fire characters. When you pull for fun, the game is more enjoyable. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you aren't pulling for characters that you enjoy playing, it's like, why even play the game?
The Exaltists have
Xiao
long
being an
plagued
S rank
White Bay
is looking
Peninsula.
more and more likely.
Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Bro, this is like doing the missions in Hitman. Okay, so she gets a knife. When Orphe and Magus are off-field, they can unleash different aftershock attacks based on their energy and recover bottled heat. With sufficient bottled heat, hold special attack, granting the whole squad the zeroed-in effect. I got plenty enough with Alice, along with Yuzuha as a bonus. Alice is just as good as Miyabi. Monato and Ben should go hard together. Yeah, I'm thinking like Monato, Ben, and Lighter would be a good team, but it'll depend on how Monato plays. Okay, I played too much Modern Warfare 2 to get this. You could see this as a G.I. Joe thing. Played Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm a DMC player. Where's my triple S rank on the side of my screen? I mean, look, I never got that even when I was playing actual DMC, so... That's pretty crazy.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Okay.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
Interesting. She definitely plays in an interesting way.
Captain Magus is all about action.
It's crazy how an attack agent fights off field. Still don't get how Magus doesn't get dizzy. See that? She's attacking off screen. Yeah. Magus is the embodiment of firing my laser. Let's say if I have extra after Eve's Wenjin, I'll go for Orphe.
Really?
Love the new Bang Boo since
Hope the
Bang Boo
captain
tank.
doesn't end up chewing out the
That is
envoy
pretty
later.
sick. Yeah, I mean, so far I don't dislike Orphe.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Yes, I am the most important person in this universe, and I do everything.
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
So this is the amazing Mr. Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
I am. Why are you talking like that?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Mr. Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned.
Why did they snitch?
For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad.
Should just be like, you have nothing to be uneasy about. I'm literally the god king of this universe, and I make friends with everybody that I ever talk to.
I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
Doubt.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to
Bro,
admit,
she talking dirty
sounds
to
pretty
us.
cool.
I mean, if she wasn't saying it that way, maybe. Are we gonna let this slide? I mean, I'm not gonna argue with a gun. That seems like a losing battle. As long as you're near me, you physically cannot die because you're my friend. And even if you look like you're going to die, you will not die.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero.
You know, you'd probably feel better if you weren't so edgy all the time.
Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
See, she's bad-mouthing Phaethon for being a criminal. That's true. She is, though I feel like the resolution is just going to be her being like, all right, anyway, let's get working.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Whether I'm a villain or the best person who's ever lived that everybody loves and I've never done anything wrong and I'm always correct. Whether that's me or not, let's focus up.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Obel Squad.
I mean, the thing is, they're like, oh, you're a criminal, and it's like, the thing that we're doing isn't really criminal. Like, it's like how J. Jonah Jameson is like, Spider-Man's a criminal because he's not a cop and he's saving people's lives. It's like, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. Don't be such a bitch about it.
At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data.
Like that one
and
thing
monitors the
Zangief
changes
said in
and
Wreck-It
activity of
Ralph.
the miasma.
You are a bad guy, but you are not bad guy.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Still doing the right thing. Yeah, I mean, it's like when I worked at the hospital and I got in trouble for going over to people who needed help and helping them because they were like, you know, drowning under orders. And then my manager was like, hey, don't help him. You're supposed to be at your place. And I was like, you want me to stand at my station and do literally nothing because I'm done with work when I can see he's like struggling over there? So then I just ignored them and kept doing it anyway. I mean, superheroes are operating above the law. Yeah, but like, the law gets used to persecute people so often now that I'm like, fuck it. If somebody's operating outside the law to specifically help people, why should I give a shit? It's not like the laws are in favor of me.
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience.
Fully agree, especially Superman in the movie.
11.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best, like, that is the best endorsement of that, like, viewpoint that I've ever seen, where it's like, he literally can't stop himself. Like, that person needs help. Of course I'm going to help them. It would be wrong not to, you know? Pretty sure Wise and Bell have friends in so many places where even if they're arrested, they'll get out within the same hour. Oh yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, they're friends with the regular police, the underground secret police, the army, and then, like, you know, various other people here and there across the... It's like, come on, man. They have so many friends that they could kill someone in the street and probably get away with it. Civil War moment. Marvel. Yeah. Mr. Incredible getting sued for saving a man committing suicide. Yeah, that's a wild one. Especially because, like, there are laws now where it's like, if you're giving somebody CPR and you, like, break their ribs but save their life, they can't sue you for, like, injuring them because you were saving their life, you know? Same thing happened with my first job. Got fired for trying to help a kid not scream during nap time. If you care too much, you get punished for it. Exactly, which is why I only give minimal effort for jobs that I don't give a shit about. You know? Like, day job stuff, after that point I was like, fuck it. I'm just never gonna care or try that hard ever again. For some reason you have like a higher tone, but on PC you sound normal to me, but for some reason Twitch decided to make you higher pitched. What? Do I have... Is like... something weird happening? That happened when I was playing God of War. It wasn't that, but there was like static happening, like a weird buzzing. Do you guys hear any weird buzzing or anything? Or is it just on Roxas? Who's having that? It wasn't in the 50s when the Good Samaritan law wasn't enacted yet. Yeah. I didn't notice anything. Huh. Interesting. That's weird, Roxas. I don't know. That must be something happening on your end. Let me know if you guys do start to hear a weird buzzing or something. 'Cause it turns out the fix for that is really easy, but I can't actually hear it when I do it.
Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Alright. Let's do it. Oh.
There are more enemies than we expected.
3 of them. No. What are we gonna do?
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming.
Maximum firepower! This squad is pinned down. If they want me, copy.
I mean, she is quite good attacking off the field like that. Seems pretty strong.
The fastest way to restore calm is to disable the nearby jamming devices.
Is it my turn to fight? Honestly, the miasma around us is getting thicker.
Quick fix, I just had to close and reopen the Twitch app. Oh, that's good.
Right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
Okay.
Aegis squad has reached the LZ.
Yeah, mech! Wow, that was, super loud. What the fuck?
Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first. Then regroup with
Rolling
the
around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
Met up safely. Adjusting for wind.
Fuck this guy in particular.
The area's all clear now. All those annoying pests.
Whee.
Come in, Blitz Squad. Do you copy?
Seed's fun. Seed is fun. That's why I pulled for her.
Signal interference is still
Oh.
floating around in the air.
I made a list of every group the proxy siblings have friends in, and it couldn't send because it was too long. I think that proves a point. Definitely. Remember to keep one alive to hear all the dialogue. Oh. I think I heard them all. Rolling around on a Segway scooter. Got places to go and for some reason no shoes. Yo, fuck you. You're too slow.
We just shut down
Ow.
the enemy's jamming equipment.
Alright. Yo.
Aegis, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system.
Remote support.
Using a mech on humans seems excessive. Well, you know what? If they didn't want to get rockets the size of their body launched at them, they shouldn't have been poor. I mean, evil.
System has been shut down.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Great, that cuts up my asthma.
Head to the meeting point. Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Same thing. Yeah, you know, it's
Things look like coffins.
it's
They're kind of creepy.
it's what they knew would happen if they chose to become evil and do what they can for money. Obscura, that was in the report we handed over to Commander Isolde. Are these just regular ether research equipment? I doubt it's that simple. Anything tied to the Exaltus is bound to be suspicious. I've felt something ominous too. Are you saying the Defense Force has some info on it? You'll get the intel when you need to know. For now, let's keep moving. Don't be discouraged, Mr. Special Envoy. I've been around for the Captain for a while and still think, keep moving. Alright. Bro, I could just like... I could probably just hack her tail. Like hack Magus and then just not have to deal with this bullshit anymore.
Now analyzing.
Or her bullshit.
Network communication structure detected.
Eee.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
What am I meant to be doing here? They're secrets.
You're amazing, Proxy.
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Bro, I just met you.
Come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Communication structure analysis 50% complete.
It's the one line of fairy dialogue all chapter. Yeah, fairies got a lot less in the story than I would have expected as of late. Yo. Big money. We getting like 1,000 Denny's. Yay. Ooh. Orphe should be great for Ben team. That way you never have to switch to attack too much. Yeah, I mean, she definitely seems like she'd be fairly strong. My main thing then is like, well, if I get her and Monato plus Ben, that would be, I think, an extremely strong team. Or even Bernice. I could still use her or Lighter. I agree. I think she'd be a good fit. Dude, that's a crazy animation for a dash. That's super good. Toss the knife up and catch it. That's sick. That's a great animation. Angel of Darkness, thank you for the hydrate.
Were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming?
To be fair, Allegra has been suffering vocal medical problems, but they're getting better. Oh.
Scouting?
I was unaware they were having issues, but it's good they're getting better. It is certainly a worry when your entire livelihood is based on your voice, you know. Pretty sure the fairy stuff was acknowledged during all the summer stuff. Yeah. Orphe's just the attack version of Bernice. Well, then two of them should be great. Sick and goofy at the same time makes her look a bit clumsy. Yeah, a little bit. Although I think she's kind of supposed to look goofy. Clumsy. This is the only route we can take. It's the only one with access ramps that you could go up.
And thanks to the envoy, his hard work too.
You all carried the operation.
Whoa, speed! Jesus, you can really get going. Oh wait, it's not even hovering, it's just on a ball? That's lame, I thought she was like flying. Somehow made this scooter even dumber. It's like, it's a Segway, but it's also a Roomba. Orphe and Bernice, what would the duo team name be? I mean... That's, the team name of Orphe and Bernice would be Orifice.
Huh? Seed, you've met them before.
Seed versus Stairs, but she reacts like a claptrap. Dude, that would be so funny if she just like... She's like, I gotta get down these stairs, and she just eats shit down the stairs. A Roomba with rockets.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
I wish Sokaku had more story. Her only story is that Yanagi took custody of her and she's hungry 24/7. Sokaku is weirdly underdeveloped. I feel like we spent so much time with the Section 6 people, or Sector 6, or whatever they're called. But, like, we just didn't really get anything for Sokaku. I was thinking maybe Megumin. I mean, I guess.
You're Seed, right?
Sokaku is a precious bean. She is. She's just an unknown bean. Because they both have flamethrowers, so explosion. Yeah. I was thinking more Burn Baby Burn since Firetail with fire flamethrowers. Listen, all of these are good options. I just feel like Orifice is the one that makes the most sense. Because Orphe plus Bernice. Would you play Poker Night at the inventory on stream since it's like Zenless? Lots of gambling. I mean, I like poker.
It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex inspection.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself.
This delivery reminds me of some animated TV show character so much, but I can't place it.
But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Seed is sus.
Seed Senior. Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct. Totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs.
Is it... I might just be feeling like she sounds kind of like Kristen Shaw. Maybe that's it. But I mean, she sounds like a very specific character. Seed voice reminds me of Monica Rial. There's like one cartoon character that I'm thinking of that I just can't conjure up in my head who.
You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field.
It was confirmed in a short. I mean, that's fine that it's Monica Rial, but it still doesn't remind me of exactly who I'm trying to think of.
Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Also, bro, why are you sniffing me?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
I think it'd be really funny if a character breaks the fourth wall and says something like, "Look, all my text is orange, that means it's important." Yeah, just, when Wise and Bell become playable characters, they'll just look at the camera and be like, "Yes, I have this dialogue that's quite important, and you should listen now." And then turn back to whoever they're talking to. VA gives these games life, so I appreciate anyone who volunteers. I mean, we all do it just because we love doing it for the most part, so it's, it's an honor for us as much as it is to you, for you guys.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
There's a thunderstorm at my house and it's getting loud as fuck. Damn. The last time we had a really loud thunderstorm here, the fucking basement flooded and it sucked ass. Cause I love a good thunderstorm, but goddamn, that sucked. Open your listening ears. Waves appreciative cucumber for helping the game come to life. Welcome in, Obergamin. Welcome in. Good to see ya.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11.
I'd love a sophisticated Deadpool-type character for the MCs.
I have to say, you really are something special.
Just like Billy if he was not as hyper.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Dang, Seed is harsh. Well, she's only like 9 or some shit. Most kids are kind of cruel.
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with.
True. Yeah, I mean, my nephew, he's like 6 months old or something like that. He's just old enough that he can now like hold up his own head, which is great, because when I was holding him the last time we were there, I did not like that, like, he was so fragile he couldn't hold up his own fucking head. But he's really funny, like, at the age he is, because he's, like, barely alive as far as knowing what stuff is. But he was laying down and, like, kind of just looking up at the ceiling like that. And I would just do this where I'd be like, oh, above his head and go, whoo, and, like, you know, get kind of close to his face. And he looked so startled every single time, but then he would smile. And I was like, I don't know what enjoyment you could possibly be getting from this, but I just kept doing it, and he would be like, and then, like, just look super happy about it.
We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltist's main base.
Babies are weird
and the research
because
data
they're
we were looking for,
simultaneously very easy and very hard to keep entertained. Because you can be doing something like that and entertain them for like an hour, and then all of a sudden they'll just be like mad. Like they're like, I don't like that anymore. Fuck you. I'm gonna cry for 6 hours. And you're like, all right. All babies have super poor object permanence. Yeah, that's true. I think he liked that my hair was a fun color though, because whenever I would put my head near, he would grab onto my hair and like kind of wiggle it around and pull on it. But he's got weak little baby arms, so it didn't hurt.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of
They turn
supplies
into
in
the
a short
Hulk.
time would be through spatial fissures.
That'd be crazy if babies could get like super strong and jacked all of a sudden when they get angry.
The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates unknown to the Defense Force.
He's telling you to go bald. I think it's because my brother, who is his other uncle, he's bald. He's also like giant, like he's super jacked. So like I think my nephew looks at him and he's like, whoa, who's that big ass baby? Like he looks like me, but he's huge. And then so he sees my hair and he's like, yo, why does this guy have hair? Why does it look like this? So I think he just like gets confused between the two of us and he's like, I don't know what's going on here, man.
But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
It must be confusing to be a baby, you know?
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch
The
up
true
with them,
boss
right?
baby. Metal Gear.
I got this.
Yo, what?
Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Fate, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear.
Oboe Squad. All enemies eliminated.
I will say I like that that Orphe has the knife with like the ring on the end, you know? I always thought that was cool. Like in Naruto or other anime where somebody like spins it around on their hand. Just remember how you acted as a baby. I think I was probably just basically this. Just like this. What did I miss? Did my taxes. Oh, not much. Just like a chunk of the story. Trigger trying to be stealthy, but the clap of her ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards. It is an unfortunate thing for a sniper to have the dump truck like that. Sacrifices have been heavily devalued in their mystique since 1.0. Yeah, they're kind of everywhere now. Why didn't Wise square up? Bro has not trained for shit at Swabion Temple. He was supposed to be learning how to fight and stuff. He just hasn't. See how goofy Orphe looked there? Yeah, she got, like, pulled by the tail. That was weird. Yeah, this is Obel Squad's official intro after 10 patches. Yeah, I mean, it's about time. Welcome in, Turby.
Old man is a little seeds.
It's been a minute.
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Ah, yes, the blazing fire. Ah, ha, ha, ha. And he's like, yo, we should shoot him. VA's peak. Who dat? No idea.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Hey, Seed Senior, you've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
The robot just reached out and like snaps his neck.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
God damn, you guys are going nuts in the push-ups.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator, which often drives them to act unpredictably.
Baymax level threat.
Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction.
I would hate to be whoever's gonna have to do all those. It is a lot.
Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Oh, now Vulcan's getting into it with pugs. Angel of Darkness also going for somebody.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty.
Benry, completely unrelated. Can you talk in chat?
Joining.
Nice try. I have done that before, and it doesn't count, because it's my channel, and it's my chat, and it's my rules, so I can ignore whatever I want, because I am the dictator of this channel. Dude, everybody's about to catch the smoke so hard that you had to post it twice.
In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high energy lasers.
Dictator is wild. I mean, I could go by SAR instead if you'd prefer.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them?
I mean, I'll do the 85, just gotta finish this up. It's a lot of push-ups. 107.8 thousand channel points saved and haven't used it all. Damn, Roxas, you are like the dude who is made for like high yield savings accounts. Just saving and saving. God damn, 221,000. That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna have to think of something that you guys can redeem for 1,000,000 points, because like there's just nothing for you guys currently. Roxas can literally end the stream right now. He has the power. 59k. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of some of this stuff. Posted a 6-second video of the rain at my house in your general chat. Take a look. It's fucking crazy. All right, let me see here real quick. Let me pull up this newfangled thing here. This interweb. Wow. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of rain. Hope you guys don't have flooding to deal with, because if you do, that flooding's gonna start. New wager. What the hell are you doing? Spent all of mine gambling and giving push-ups. All the gambas from the 24-hour. Ah, right. Force Benry to do whatever you want, no questions asked. Can't say no for 500K. I mean, for $500,000, sure. I'm not doing that shit. Imagine losing it all in a bet. No, I'd rather let Benry enjoy the story since I already played the 2.2. It's fair. I just lost power for a second. Well, I hope you don't end up losing power for very long. If you do. Wait, what was the prediction even for? Will Turby do the push-ups today? Yes or yes? What the I don't feel like that's a legal poll.
Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible.
I also forgot to predict and got no points. Karma. Coward. Listen, I'm not giving the internet absolute power over me for literally no money. That's fucking crazy. Pick a hair color at 500,000 points. That wouldn't be a bad one. I could do that. Nah, do it tomorrow. Is Magus still talking shit? Yeah, pretty much. Shantae, knock it off with the fraudulent predictions. These are not sanctioned.
You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them.
It's literally not even something that you can figure out. Like, what if Turby just says he'll do them today and then he doesn't? I feel like this is a way for you to extort points out of people.
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
1,000,000 points for adding nya to every sentence for 5 minutes. Well, that would be lying, and that's mean. Ah, you know what? You're right. Nobody would lie on the internet.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught
Or
us,
1,000,000 to
Captain
ban
Magus.
Shantae for 5 minutes. That would be a funny one. I did consider making one where it was like, ban someone with your points, but then I was like, I don't know. I don't want somebody to get salty because they got banned as like a joke, you know?
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other or simply partners with our own suspicions.
It would literally be like setting up capitalism in my own stream. Because it would be like whoever has all the points could just do that. You know, they could just ban people, whoever they wanted. It would be literally the exact problem we're having already in the US. Why is there a 1 next to my name? That's because you picked option 1 for the prediction. Yeah, no, you can't do that as a joke now because Twitch shares the ban list by default. Damn. Can you set up capitalism so we can all be communists? Nah, dog. I'm gonna be a communist too. Fuck that. They're basically a mod at that point. Yeah. Ban me before the stream even started. I didn't do that.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice.
How long did you do this prediction for? We demand democracy. Well, I can give you the illusion of democracy.
These Obscura and the factories that produce them are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the Intel Commander
I'm about to lose everything.
there are a large
Damn,
number
who
of
could have
Obscura placed
predicted?
throughout Wi-Fi Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian division would just end up as monster food.
I'm pretty sure just one of you could deal with 300 monsters by yourself.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Meanwhile, I'm also watching Camden Aventurines VA play some Goat Sim 3. Man, I remember playing Goat Simulator in high school. It's crazy it took so long for that to come out. At Blink for 1 channel point. Nah, you guys could redeem that so quick. I would have to literally just be feathering my eyelids the whole damn time. Remember Happy Wheels? I do. That was another big one.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's
Which could
greatest
cause a
virtue?
seizure. That would be wild. Boot up Happy Wheels on stream and do a level every time you die. Damn. Shantae, I feel like you never learn. How is it possible that you have lost so many channel points here and you just never understand?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
I started getting the stuff together for my Halloween costume for the stream this year. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be pretty cool. Imagine redeeming points to send someone to boot camp. Yeah, for 1,000,000 points, you can send somebody to the gulag.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
Is it Beetlejuice? It is currently a secret, but it is not Beetlejuice. Also, that's a fucked up thing to say to somebody who's still alive.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
I want food, but I don't want to get food. Man, the lifelong like struggle. I want food, but I don't want to get food or make food. What about Gorillaz? Nice band. I didn't think about that, but I could go as 2D or Murdoch. Murdoch would be more work. I'd have to paint myself green, but I do love Gorillaz. They're probably my favorite band, even though that band is just Damon Albarn. But
what Captain Magus meant to say was, Thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
It's where Uber and DoorDash come in. Yeah, Uber and DoorDash for when you want to pay $50 for McDonald's. I would absolutely be Noodle. Hell yeah.
That's not what I meant.
I'd probably do 2D because there's art of him wearing glasses, and I could dye my hair blue. That would be pretty easy. Dare you to go as Russell. Definitely won't cause any backlash. Yeah, I don't see any reason why I couldn't go as Russell. Definitely everybody would be totally cool about that. I could rock Murdoch's skinny look. Well, if you're going for skinny, 2D is like rail thin. Murdoch's got a little bit of like a paunch sometimes, I feel. What about Noodle? Yeah, similar. Yo, Sarah, you're a little jittery there. What the fuck was that? Another thing that lost mystique are the Exaltists themselves. Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't have made them the focus back to back for like the last 5 updates. Sarah's just so excited to be evil. Yeah, she's just sitting there like, hee. The military's operation started. You're to provide cover for the Overseer's ritual. Everything for the Creator, Lady Sarah. But the defense force has overwhelming numbers, and we've taken heavy losses lately, with what little strength we have left. We don't need to achieve victory. Our mission is to buy time. Sacrifices are inevitable. Fortunately, the defense force isn't exactly driven by the noble duty they claim to uphold. As long as the Overseer completes the ritual, then we've already won. May the Creator refine me! First meeting with them properly was 1.7, though Bringer was affiliated with them in 1.4. Yeah. Her new name is Lord Farquaad. She has the color scheme and also said the line. I mean, but she's got way more drip than that asshole. The Obsidian Division's temporarily taken over Seagaze Road as our base of ops. This will be our staging area for the upcoming mission. But there seems to be way more people at the base today. Probably some sort of operation being coordinated. Imagine if being refined by the Creator gives you a cool pair of glasses and a haircut, and that's why they'll want it so bad. Imagine if being refined by the Creator just turned you into a pair of glasses.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Oval Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance.
However, Ashikai's theorization about maybe them to be more threatening and interesting than they actually are. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take some doing to make them seem like more interesting than just being the like, we love to die for God kind of character. Because, like, I feel like we've seen that so many times now. You have to have something special to it. Otherwise, it's just like, oh, yeah, crazy cult. That makes sense. I want that rose lapel. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I swear to God, at first I read that as, I want that nose lapel, and I was like, what the fuck is a nose lapel? Like a nose ring?
It's
like,
honestly
what?
baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
I've never seen a gun kiss somebody's ass this hard.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on internet.
Creator, analyze my characteristics. Creator, poll for me and then recommend my meta team.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Like, are they ascetics or ascetics? But if they are ascetics, why do they love turning into horrific monsters? They want to turn into primordial soup or become more powerful. Yeah, I feel like it has the same thing that, like, Resident Evil problems have, where it's like, you know, I have ultimate power now. You'll never stop me. And then they just turn themselves into, like, a giant goo monster, and you're like, you've infinitely fucked yourself. Like, now you can't be the guy in charge of all the evil because you're just a mindless brain, you know? Creator, pay my taxes. Kiss someone's ass just to fire a gun up their ass. Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists.
I like that they gave Magus, like, a little necktie thing for her, I don't know, front plate? Whatever you'd call that. That's where, like, I guess attachments would go normally. Creator, raise rent only for the single mother of 5.
By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
Dude, this should be the time where we turn to Isolde and we're like, yeah, Magus is a fucking bitch. Give her a court-martial. She fucking sucks. You know what?
I'll have to think about that. I do remember
Hell
Captain
yeah.
Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers.
Get his ass. The only thing that's really in line with Ashikai's theorization is the attitude of if you can't beat them, join them, which is in line with what Life Lessons has theorized about the main philosophy of the evil organization of Wua, the Fraxidus, but we also have a character from the Fraxidus that got redeemed, so they're so far way more interesting. Huh. It's 3 shots. Magus sucks, bro. Orphe's where it's at. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Magus is cool, but their attitude makes me feel like I don't want to be around them.
Taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
What other context could there possibly be for that?
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
Okay.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support.
Imagine just giving Orphe back shots and that
energy laser
Magus is just staring silently at you like this.
Can you take a shot of the fun juice because my credit card is blocked?
You know what? Just for you, because you're the only person I know who constantly struggles to do basic things like use a credit card or their phone plan or like the internet, I will take another shot of wine. Dude, imagine giving Orphe back shots. Fuck. The wine bottle fell over. I gotta grab it. Yeah. Imagine giving Orphe back shots, and then you could literally give her back shots. You could just grab Magus by the neck and like bam, 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 bam. Or, you know, maybe get Magus into it. You know, instant threesome, right? I don't know. I mean, Magus might be a little toothy for my taste, but all right, Shantae, here's your pity shot. Take another. The hydrate doesn't apply to that. The hydrate, I'm going to use the coffee. Yes, it does. Ah, brother, I think you forgot what I was saying about being the dictator of this channel. Doesn't say what to hydrate with. Exactly. So it's up to me. Alright, what was happening? Basically, the apocalypse is happening. Let's just become a part of it rather than resisting it. I could see that. That kind of makes sense. Once my credit card works, it's over for you and that badge will be mine. You say once it works rather than if it works.
All right.
Meek, thank you for the hydrate.
Our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
I'd still prefer something more eloquent. Yeah, I mean, ideally. Can you make it channel point redeemed to drink more wine? I could, but I'm not going to, because the whole point of Sippy September is supposed to be, you know, well, subs are cheap. I'll drink if people do gift subs or things like that. And if I make a channel point redeem, then the people who give gift subs with the idea of making me drink, they're just going to end up feeling like they got ripped off because everybody else got it for free. Make it really expensive. Alright. Alright. You know what? That is one thing that I can do. I can do that, I guess. Where do I add that? Power-ups and channel points. There we go. Alright. Here's what we'll do. Alright. Now for this. Let's do... Alrighty. Let's do that. Okay.
Thanks a lot.
There we go. There's a new one. Yo, MLG Lion Knight, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Got priced out immediately. I mean, Meek suggested it, and they're pricing themselves out. It's the 1 million channel point redeem. It's not 1 million, but it's close.
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
I don't know what you're on about. I'm completely innocent in this situation. I'm a sweet little angel. Oh, you're just a little guy.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Roxy, how many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows.
Magus making good points. Magus is making the kind of points that, like, somebody who doesn't understand the real world would say. Like, this is like when, people are like, you know, oh, why don't people in the hood just leave? It's like, yeah, because why would anyone stay if that wasn't literally the only option for them? Like, yeah, you can't just leave, you know? Can there be a channel point redeem for adding an electron to every atom in your body? I don't know what that would do, but I imagine it would be bad for me.
And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes?
Or when you have a record.
Is your defense force
yeah,
really
pretty
so
much.
Perfect? Every single person?
Decided to at least try to make food. Don't have a smoke alarm, so fingers crossed. Good luck, Ginger. What kind of food you trying to make?
You.
Magus is the ultimate boomer. Literally, because they go boom when they shoot people. It would completely annihilate you. Yeah, so I'll probably avoid that one. Spaghetti. Ooh, nice. I think you'll be alright without a smoke alarm with spaghetti. That's not so bad. Just make sure you stir it so it doesn't get all stuck together. There'd be a channel point redeemed to add an electron to every atom in general. I mean, I could make it a redeem, but in reality, I have no way to do that, so nothing would happen.
Alright, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Yes, the grumpy old Isolde, who's probably like 39. Don't burn the water and you'll be fine. Yeah, exactly.
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Her name tells you she's old. Isolde. It's true. Bro, she fine as hell. What's she talking about, bro? Hey, you know, some people just have low self-esteem. They can't see what they are. It's not the bad part. My stove doesn't like me. It doesn't boil, and when it does, it makes a smoke alarm go off. Oh. Well, that's a different problem. Is there, like, food stuck in it or something? Like, why is it smoking?
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
Also, why is Seed wearing like a plastic smock as her shirt? This can't be like army regulation. It's a weird stove. I guess so.
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
She's weird. Yeah, but usually the army doesn't let you just be weird. Like, usually they're like, yeah, we don't do that. Fuck off or change. The whole army got some weird clothing code. Their code appears to just be wear black and yellow as much as possible, and that's about it. So I don't know what Seed's deal is. Nah, man, this is the anime army. It's true. Adjutant, sir. The Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me. Where these guys are just so exceptional they can get away with it. clothing code follows that one song where they repeat black and yellow. I don't remember the name. I believe the name of that song is Wiz Khalifa's Magic Journey. Yo, what's up, Gio? Welcome in. It's going all right. How are you doing?
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You know what's weird is I have a family friend in real life who their last name is Lorenz, like this guy. Super Benry new style. Yeah, just, you know, I'd had my hair the same colors for a while. They started to fade, so I just bleached them. And here we are. It's getting close to the time where I'll be dyeing my hair again, probably kind of fall colors. 40 more follows to the ASMR reading of his smutty fanfic. I said I would release the fanfic. I didn't say I was going to read it, but whatever.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Finally a real-looking general. He does look more military than some of the people in here.
Sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really
Read
glad
it,
I
you
found
won't.
back then.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that'll be like the 1100 one. I'll read it aloud.
Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly.
I kind of just figured I would write it and post it for you guys to read in your own time. Coming up to the anniversary of the Smutty B-movie fic. I forgot that was like one of the first things we did on the channel. Extra 20k to read it in Ben's voice. I'm not allowed to read it in Ben's voice or I'll get fired.
This is a
unfortunately.
big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
NDA is a hell of a thing. It's not even NDA, it's just like, you know, MiHoYo's protective of their IP, so they're like, don't say anything that Ben doesn't say. It's like, alright. But it also makes sense. Read it in Ben's identical sounding brother Ren's voice.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation. Wise.
If Ben's voice was closer to my own, then I could get away with it, but because it's so different, I'll get in trouble.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
Protective ID, you say? Similar.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
This song in the background's pretty sick.
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High
Everyone
Preceptor
knows.
of
Yeah,
Yunque
for
Summit
real.
had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the city council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula.
Dude.
Which, I imagine, suits you just fine.
I bet Wise is just sitting here like, oh my god, why is everyone in the army such a prissy little bitch?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration.
I liked it when I just had to deal with bad Wi-Fi. Yeah, for real. We went from like, hey, I lost a box, can you help me find it? To like, alright, so this covert military operation, you have to now be in charge of.
Colonel Isolde? Until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunkoi Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
Yo, my bad. That fucking sucked. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lorenz was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago and was promoted to a general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. 3.0 is, okay, Faith and the Exaltus have created an actual god and you're gonna have to go in and kill it. Pretty much. Now, 3.0 is gonna be like, Wise, we've discovered a new dark continent. We need you to go colonize it and then run the entire continent. And Wise is going to be like, okay, I guess. I mean, I am a proxy. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track. But the point is, you can count on us. Whether it's an Obel squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. 4.0 is going to be, why is it going to have to become God himself, or the Archangel have a whole Final Fantasy VII Rebirth moment with his best friends, find the Dark Core and revive his sister, is going to die, or his lover, Insurance, Vivian, or Trigger. Wise run the business on the moon if possible. So I thought of something really cool. Wanted to ask you if you are interested after streaming. If not, maybe tomorrow midday. I mean, you can email me now if you want, and I'll get to it after the stream. But yeah. Go for it. Talk about rude. Are all the Defense Force generals this unpleasant? Restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world? Might as well be a prisoner. But if we're just going back down to rest at Swabion Temple, we shouldn't be stopped, right? Yay, we did it. Attempt to return to Swabion Temple. I don't know if I like that. I mean, there are hollows on the moon in-game, so I wonder if Zenless has a NASA-like faction in the future. Dude, that would be super cool if we got, like, a space faction. Although, that would make the print I have of, like, space stuff. You know, that, like, Russian propaganda space poster, that would then add a weird dimension to it. 5.0 will be Ben coming up to Wise and be like, I'll be your assistant, and tell them that they need to have some hard labor. My favorite part of PAL's streaming ZZZ is pulling for them or their Wenjin while watching. Yeah, it is very surreal to be like playing as your own character. 5.0 is going to be, okay, so the world's ending, and Hollow Zero and the Dark Wall is going to come and consume New Eridu, and since you're a proxy, you got to go save us and nobody else for some reason. And then 6.0 is going to be really, like, you know, it's going to be really grounded, and it'll just be like, Wise, we're trying to open a frozen yogurt place, and the city's being really annoying with the permits, so we need you to help speed up the process. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders are orders. Argue with facts and reason again. You okay, Wise? Comrade. Wise is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Why is Trigger like Russian all of a sudden? She's like, Comrade, Wise is special envoy sent by mayor. Show respect. The mighty Mr. Wise got taken down a notch. Fuck you, Seed. You and your razor scooter ass shit. Following orders is a soldier's duty. I understand where he's coming from. I hope you understand. Withdraw with head held high. Okay. Tonight I'm pulling for Trigger's engine. Been wanting to finish her build for a while. May you pull who you need to pull, Kenny. May you pull for the Wenjin, and may it only take one pull.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
Helldivers has taken 5 hours to update for 3.4 gigabyte patch. That's that good Australian internet.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Magus, how about you fucking blow me? Don't act like we're friends now.
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
She'd bite it off. Not if I put it inside like a peanut butter jar first. He called us a bitch. Get his ass. Yeah. We're gonna get everybody together and just gank Magus.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy, that kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Do some cyberpunk stuff and chrome it first. Yeah, chrome it first and then get like a saw blade inserted in it. So it'll be like, haha, now you're mine, chomp. And then the saw blade's like, it just cuts Magus in half.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
Got a disk drive set ready for Monato for next patch, but I do hope I get Orphe because I feel like the only fire attack I have is Soldier 11. Yeah, I don't have a great fire damage dealer, I feel. So I think whether I get Monato or Orphe, I think I'll be happy with either. Sounds reliable. Nobody expects the dick buzzsaw.
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
Thank you for the stretch, Vulcan. I'm lacking fire attack as well. There haven't been a lot of great fire attackers yet, I feel. Why is Trigger happy about that? I mean, she's blind. She's never seen the face people are meant to make when they're upset.
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad.
Me, I just want Monato since I just want a rupture unit since I don't have Yixuan. That's fair. The rupture units are pretty good.
The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, Orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows.
I want Wise to be like, you know what, I'm sick of this. Just walk up and start, like, slapping the shit out of Magus. It's like, no! Stop, help!
We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication.
Bro, this is
functions
fucked
of
up.
their
They're just putting me
electronics.
under a surveillance state. No point fighting it, so you allow a soldier to fasten the tracker. Thanks to the Defense Force's signal jamming, the only wireless frequencies still functioning in Wi-Fi Peninsula are military ones. For now, at least, say farewell to the friends anxiously awaiting your replies on Knock Knock.
My apologies, Proxy.
Phew, was nervous, but whinging for trigger success. Nice. Congrats. Congrats, Kenny, on the whinging. Oh, I wouldn't say free. I would say under new management.
The Obsidian Division. Orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
Where's the option for me to be like, how about fuck you, Magus?
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Where's the option to say a slur specifically targeted towards intelligent constructs? Yeah, Magus is like, I know we haven't been getting along, but this isn't what I wanted. And Wise is like, fuck you, Clanker. With comms and our movement restricted, things are definitely tricky. Luckily, I can still reach out to Bell and Fairy through the HDD. What the fuck was that? Seed, what? Alright. Bell would say Clanker and Wise would say Wireback or Tin Skin. Seed can be a bit hard to follow at times, but she's good. Alright. Seed's a monster. Seed is deeply unused to talking to people, I feel. Also, I feel like this is probably the lamest new Bang Boo design that we've gotten so far. Like, I get that he's like the Obel Squad Bang Boo, but like, he just kind of looks boring. Obel Squad is all here. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance. First up, Mercury. Mercury, at least his voice is deep. Yeah, it's something. Deepest Bang Boo I ever heard. Dude, what if one of them just sounded like Barry White? You know? Like, you're like, oh no, you're a little injured? Let me help you. And then it's like, You're just like, what the fuck? Yes, the Danganronpa non-voiced scene laugh or other short generic sound of the character. You know, if it ain't broke. Let me take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. The antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn. Jesus. Next up is Trigger's Sniper. Yep, it's fine. Now it's Orphe and Magus. Your exoskeleton is in good shape overall, but your tail shows way more wear, no doubt due to the captain's reckless fighting style. I'll try to stay in sync with Orpheus' movements. As for Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Seed can't stay in that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Your eyes are crystal clear. You were just looking for an excuse to stare into the Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and go to the armory. Never before Vulcan got a double S-rank bang boo and a single 10 pull. I don't think I've gotten a double S-rank in anything yet. Tent offers some cover.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
There we go. It's been a minute since we've gotten some straight-up shit talk from Fairy.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Fairy only gets 10 lines a chapter. Pretty much. I like that the Spook Shack Bang Boo goes from needing 2 faction members to only 1 once you have 3-star version. That's cool. I didn't know about that.
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Why is like all of a sudden Wise just constantly talking about his title as a proxy? Like, I feel like he didn't give a shit before, but now he's like, I, the illustrious proxy.
Spending money always feels so good.
Yo, Mad Hatter Gal, aka Just Hatter, because I always read your name first and then I remember to just call you Hatter. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, 9 months. That's right, that is another stream, baby. And as part of Sippy September, that is another shot of wine. Thank you so much for the sub. How you doing, Hatter? I knew you'd drink again. Bro, I'm Irish. Of course I was gonna drink again. It's in my blood. Feel like there isn't enough love for the VA for Belle. She's really great. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody in the game is fantastic. But, yes, Courtney Steele, voice of Belle, she's quite good. So you know that spaghetti I was gonna make? The water's still not even at simmering, and this was even with a coffee pot worth of hot water. Damn. Your stove is fucked up. What if he becomes egotistical and then in the next chapter he gets humbled again? Like, what if it's an arc? I mean, that could be. I don't remember Wise's name in them. And the lid on. Damn, that's crazy. At a certain point, you just have to, like, microwave the water. Mad Hatter. Or Just Hatter. Here's the shot. Thanks again. Good eating Mr. Hatter's birthday cake. Ooh, what kind of cake?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Carrot cake. Alright, that's pretty good. Carrot cake's an interesting one, because I feel like most of the time I wouldn't want carrot cake specifically, but then every once in a while I'm like, bro, I want carrot cake so bad. That's why I said I want food but didn't feel like making it. It takes like 2 hours just to make spaghetti. That's crazy. Is like, I mean, I assume you're renting, right? Can you not get your landlord or whoever to, like, replace your stove. It's clearly not working. It's the cycle. New chapter starts. I'm needed as proxy. I'm the best. Immediately get humbled. Yeah.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Microwaving water by itself can superheat it without technically boiling if it's already pretty hot. That's true, yeah. Yeah, he's not a big sweet tooth person, so carrot cake or vanilla cake are really the only ones he'll eat. I mean, I personally, I'm not a big cake fan. Like, I like cheesecake, but other than that, like, cookies I really like, you know, stuff like that. Tiramisu. I've tried multiple times, they keep making it worse. I mean, I don't know where you live, so I'm not sure what kind of legal options you have, but the only advice I have is really just to keep being a thorn in their side until eventually they're like, fine, we'll replace the stove. But your mileage may vary. Oh, would you like some Christmas goodies? Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, I love Christmas and I love goodies. So if you have stuff that you want to send, I'm always happy to have it. And it's sealed into the wall. This cottage is built really badly and with donor money. Ah, that is not good. At some point, you contact your local tenancy board or equivalent. Yeah. I love Halloween. Give me the treats. They're mine! No, I also love Halloween. Halloween's great. I'm excited for my costume this year. I think it'll be a good one. I'll add some booze fudge. Ooh. That sounds good.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my
What's
eye
the
implant
costume?
in the hollow. I need
Secret.
to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
My dad would have an aneurysm seeing everything I've found that he taught me. Yeah. Is it a big question mark because it's a secret? That would be crazy. Like if I just kept being like, it's a question mark, you know, and it was like, but what is it? What is it? And I'm like, no, literally, it's a question mark.
Affirmative.
How about unsecreting it? How about a little patience? What, they don't teach you how to be patient down under, eh?
Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Obel Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
We're ahead of you in time, so... Well, then I guess you'll get to know when it's time. The bed beneath you feels so foreign. You hardly rest well that night, but as with all things, it eventually passes. At least you get a bed. Being that it's the military, I would have thought he'd just get like a cot or some shit. It's Orphean Seeds voices. Let's go check out what's happening. Yo! Little dude's bugging. What the fuck? As someone who has siblings, I never talk to them like this. I always find that odd in these games and anime. Oh yeah, it feels like video games and anime are written exclusively by, like, kids who, like, only kids. What is it? Only children? 'Cause, like... Yeah, it's always so, like, you know, hey, bro, what's going on? You want to go hang out today? And it's like, if it was like a real sibling relationship, they'd probably walk in and be like, hey, asshole, did you eat all my snacks? Like, do you think Wise, when he's at home in random play, gets really angry and yells at people when he plays games on his sick gaming setup? I feel like Wise is more the type where he would get really pissed, put down the controller and be like, okay, time for a break. But I feel like Belle would fucking throw the controller and call people slurs. We be throwing hands. It do be like that sometimes. Alright. We're closing in on 3 hours, and I feel like we're gonna be hopping back into the story if I do that again. So let's call it here for now. We will raid out. Perfectly timed Karumi. Let's see. Alright, there we go. We got the music going, right? Yeah, okay, there you go. Let's raid you, Estella. We could raid Stella. It's been... I think I raided her last time, or like a couple times ago. I like to raid new people when I'm playing Zenless to surprise them. Let's do... This person has goon maxing in their tags, which is fun. I feel like that's a person to leave you with, because all of you people in here are goons. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. We will be back for more Zenless on Wednesday. We're going to be just going through Zenless till we get through the story stuff, at which point we will be going back to some of the other stuff, like God of War and such. But yeah, thank you all so much. We will be back Wednesday. I don't think that's the type of goon maxing they're talking about. Nah, dog, they're definitely talking about goon maxing the way I'm thinking of it. You're all gooners. Anyway, thank you all so much. We'll be back Wednesday